All right, hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna be starting a 30-day challenge. I'm gonna be doing a 30-day challenge of posting a video every day about how to recover from pornography addiction, how to beat porn and quit for good and forever. Why am I doing this? Because I need accountability to do it every single day. And also I've been, in the space of porn recovery for the last 10 years, and I've been watching a lot of videos about other people that are doing this. And I really wanna kick off this YouTube channel with a bang. I really want to take over the industry of porn recovery, because everything I've seen from the dating gurus and the marriage counselors and the therapists, it's good content, but they just don't understand the mind of an addict. They don't understand the addiction cycle. They don't understand what it's like to go through a porn habit and how to overcome it. I have been there. I have walked through this path myself. I've seen the other side. I've gotten out of the jungle. And I'm in a relationship and I'm married and I have kids. So I understand the mind, everything that you're going through better than anyone. And I realize that there's so much content out there that just isn't being made for people who are battling a porn habit. So I want to really kick this off. I'm going to start a 30-day challenge for myself, posting a video every single day. I really encourage you to check all the videos out. And I hope it's really helpful. But today I want to talk about something that's really important, a question that I get all the time and that we really try to address in our groups and in a setting that is really healthy and therapeutic and it helps people really overcome this habit for good. And that question is, can I really quit porn for good? Can I really quit porn forever and really put this behind me, kick it to the curb, cut it at its knees and get rid of it for good, slice its head off? Can you do that? Short answer is, well, absolutely yes. People do it all the time, so why can't you, right? And I'm gonna explain why that is and why I fundamentally believe with all my heart that you can overcome porn and why and how I've done it. Basically, what we have is we call a spectrum of addiction. The spectrum of addiction is kind of a self-label, self-identified place on a spectrum of 1 to 10, identifying how addicted you are to pornography as a habit, essentially how much you lean on the habit as a coping mechanism, as a way to relieve stress, relieve anxiety, anger, depression, whatever it may be. And the spectrum is one on the tame side. On the one, it's kind of a really non issue, kind of an once in a blue moon, once every few months kind of addiction. And then you have the 8, 9, 10 side of the scale, which is the end of more serious addiction every day. People that I've worked with, honestly, that can't even go a few hours or a day without acting out sexually. And usually people in this end of the spectrum act out physically, sexually, instead of just watching porn and mastering. They actually physically act out. And the reason I'm sharing this is because if you find yourself in the vast majority, about 80% of people that are having a porn habit don't fall on either side of the spectrum. In fact, most people, not everybody, fall in the spectrum of 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of in the middle, 4, 5, 6 range. If you're in the middle range of this, you can, quite frankly, easily get rid of your porn habit easier than you think. Okay, I'm not going to say it's an easy path, but I'm going to say it's easier than you think. And usually people that are in this mid-range of the spectrum, usually what you need to do is something that you probably know you should do or shouldn't do, but you're kind of avoiding it because you've relied on your porn habit for so long as a crutch, as an emotional support system. And the idea of giving it up and doing that one thing that you know you need to do but you don't want to do, that usually is what you need to do. That usually is, in most cases, this is where people lie right in the middle somewhere. So I'm saying this because if you find yourself kind of once a week slipping up, or especially if you're triggered really emotionally and you only find yourself acting out, watching porn and slipping up when you are really angry or really stressed or really depressed or have a lot of anxiety in those moments, then I would say probably most likely you're in the middle range. It's hard to say. This is really a self-identified label of the spectrum. So if you're in that range, you can absolutely, I would say, honestly, within 21 days, within 40 days, give yourself a time period and you can quit porn for good. Go through all the videos on this channel and make sure that you're really consuming and digesting and working with it and doing that one thing that you know you need to do but you don't want to do. What do I mean by that? For example, many people who are in relationships know that they need to tell their partner, they need to tell their spouse, they need to tell somebody in their life about their porn habit, but they're avoiding it because, I don't know how she'll react, I don't know the ramifications of, I don't know what'll happen, and kind of like that. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, that's usually an excuse we put on ourselves because we're avoiding doing the task we need to do in order to secretly keep the habit as a crutch, as an emotional crutch, because we've been relying on it for so long, years and years, many decades even for some of us. So the idea of getting rid of that habit is kind of too much for you to bear, so you kind of just keep it close to the chest and you don't do the thing you need to do, all right? Another example of something you need to do is maybe join a program. Maybe you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel, or maybe you need to just do a little more research, or maybe you need to pick up a hobby. I have a guitar right here, or cycling, or plant growing, whatever your hobby is. What is that makes you come alive? Maybe you need to dig deeper into that. Maybe you really need to get your morning routine in check and really figure out how to get up in the morning and have it in check, because you really find yourself acting out in the morning or in the evening. Get your evening routine in check. So do the thing that you need to do. And if you really need support to do it and really motivation, I really encourage you to check out other videos that I'm going to be posting here for the next 30 days at least. and consider subscribing, because this is the place where we're trying to really help you guys get into your mind, change your mindset, and actually cut off your addiction and inspire you. Because the more you're consuming content on YouTube that is unhealthy or unfavorable or not helping you to overcome your habit, the more you're just kind of going down the rabbit hole. But you really need to be consuming more content like this. Maybe that's the one thing that you need to do that you've been avoiding, all right? So I hope this is helpful. If it is, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one, all right?